Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, once again, we in the building. Russnstew is about ready to come on in the next 15 minutes. So, make sure you tune in. Once again, today's show, the cast of 848, the author Anthony Miles will be in the building, talking about the book's risk factors and business models. Also, we will also have in the building Erwin Woods, DJ, artist, got a lot of different joints going on. She's going to come on the show, drop her 2 songs for us today. We got a lot of people coming on. We got OG Kane coming on the building. Definitely got him coming in the building. Shout out to everybody out there tuning in to the Russnstew show. Make sure you join our club, our Russnstew. You can join our wine club at Cellar125wine.club. Today's wine was a Neo di Avella, Italian wine, red wine that we ate with that we paired with some baked chicken and some Spanish mini bites. You see Tommy's back in the building. We in the building once again, Russnstew. We are here. So make sure you tune in. Also, if you want us to promote your brand, if you want to get your stuff talked about, your mixtape talked about, your video talked about, you want to promote your YouTube link, your VMO link, you want to talk about your store, your hairdresser, hit us up at Stirring Up the Pot Live, and you can get your product announced on our show a couple of times through our show and put on all our platforms for people to see. And we will have a written description of all your stuff written out. So make sure you go to stirringthepot.live and we promote your product. Make sure you do that. You got anything out there, make sure. We're doing mixtapes, we're doing clothing lines, we're doing wine brands, we're doing liquor brands, we're doing anybody, your local store. We're doing everybody. If you're selling beef patties on the corner and you want to tell people what street you are, call us. We will do that. If you can't contact us at stirringupthepot.live, you can contact our boy Ricky Johnson, JuniorQs.net, JuniorQs Connections. Make sure you do that. Alright? JuniorQs Connection, the Arizona Connection, we are in the building. Shout out to my cousin Tiny Time in the building, aka Zach Green. Holding South Carolina down. I see we got the fantastic actor Travis Jacobs on the joint. You might have seen Travis Jacobs in many, you've seen him in many movies out there. TV shows, everything. Just look at his face. He pops up in almost everything that's out there. Shout out to Travis Jacobs. Shout out to everybody at Schaumburg. We are here, Russnstew. Once again, you can be a member of our wine club, Cellar125wines.club. Go there, check out our website, see how you can become a member, and do what you do. Taste the wine. Get in, get social, get money. That's what we do. We get in, we get social, we get money. We are here. Once again, in the building will be D. Anthony Miles with the book Risk Factors and Business Models. So if you want to learn about starting your own business, he will be in there. For all of y'all that like watching 848, they will be in the building. Some of the cast members will be in the building. Top of the hour, 7 o'clock. The wine of the day. The wine of the day. I should play the food to show y'all what we did. So we got the wine. Oh, Russ, can you do me a favor? Can you pass me the bottle of wine so I can show the people the bottle of wine of the day? I always get close up on y'all. Don't got my cane with me right now. So on the side, but I get close up with y'all when I show y'all the wine of the day. This is our wine of the day. It's, like I said, it's a Nero Diavola. It's an Italian wine from Sicily, red wine. Definitely. You know what I mean? Y'all, man, you want to shout out Flint, Michigan? We shout out to Flint, Michigan. As a matter of fact, what we got to do is shout out to everybody out there on WHPR 88.1. Everybody that checks us out there. All right, on TV33 Comcast. Everybody that check us out on 107.3. That listen to us and see us on radio You Can See, Virgin Islands. Shout out to everybody on JuniorCruise.net. Who can see us on the Junior Cruise Connection, Arizona. Shout out to everybody in New York City that see us here at the home base, the Make Twitch Studios. And guess what? We will be airing out of Harlem starting the top of the new year. Straight out of Harlem. So make sure we're going to have a big celebration on that. Alright? So that's something real fire. And the wine of the day, once again, is a Nero Diavola. If you want it, it's a red wine. It goes perfect with everything. We had it with baked chicken and Spanish rice today. Have you seen us earlier? Shout out to my man Nate Bookart. Shout out to everybody out there. The Russnstew show, you know how we do it. So if you want to join the wine club, remember, Cellar125wine.club. Cellar125 to Cellar Door Harlem. We bring premium wine, wines you can't buy from the store. We bring only the classic joints, the fly joints like this, to your doorstep. Right to your doorstep. Every month, a different wine from all over the world. Alright? So that's what we doing up here. The Russnstew show, that's what we do. Cellar125. Make sure the top of the show, the cast from 848 will be in the building. We'll have Erwin Woods in the building. We got Whispers in the building. Alright? Whispers will be in the building too. Y'all know Whispers, he's killing up the tracks right now. He's also Chris Rivers' cousin, Hun's nephew. They definitely killing it. He's gonna drop some of the songs that he got. He got some songs with Jada Kiss, Styles P's. He got songs allowed. We're gonna drop some of that today. We got some cats coming in the building. It's gonna be really fun today. We got great food, great music. Got Rashad behind the thing. Got Oren in the joint. Zito, you know what I mean? My man Zito Green in the building. We got the whole team in the building, so you know how we do it. The Russnstew show, top of the hour. Love everybody that supports and watch. Make sure join that wine club. Get that premium wine. Put it on your counter. You got that nice bar. You need these wines from all over the world. All over the world. This is a brand from Italy. And if you're trying to promote your brand, if you want your brand to be promoted in our magazine, on our platforms, on our radio show, going up to stirringupthepot.live. Alright? Check out how you can do it. 20 words and better. We can do it. We here. Russnstew show. It's like a part 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 7. Going on at the 1 minute, y'all. 4, 2, 4, 7, right? 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hit it. Tune in. It's countdown time. Once again, you're looking at behind the scenes of the Russnstew show. This is a whole nother show just for you people on Facebook Live, friends and family. You're looking at a whole nother show. You'll see the bloops, the blunders, the Stevie Wonders, the us falling down. I sound like RJ right there, right? Shout out to my man RJ Dap. That's how my man RJ do it. But once again, you'll see whatever. If we mess up, if we hook it up, if we rock it, if it goes wrong, y'all see it.
Get the gum out.
I gotta take the gum out.
You want me to start by playing those 2 videos?
Yeah, started with that.
What 2 video?
Me and him guys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. We good. You know, here you go, knocking stuff down. Bunch stuff. As you can see, Russ is about ready to start. Running around for no goddamn reason at all.
Quiet. Don't give me the gum.
The garbage right underneath you.
The garbage right underneath us, Russ. Right there. As you see,
We're not our homework first.
Yeah. All right, so let's get going. Whispers in there? Yeah. All right, we can do that. Whispers is in the building right now. Can you get us some food? Look out for this little friend. Nah, he can eat. Ow. Here we go. Ow. Here we go. Ow. Here we go.
With DWI, live from the BXNY.
Yes.
I'm playing a
We
video.
got video playing.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. That's it. I ain't ready.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
I ain't hear nothing. I definitely ain't hear nothing. You know I was ready. You know I was
That's
ready.
how it goes. See, we got another
Word.
thing. You know, we got to pay.
I was like, okay,
We got to give our boy.
this is pretty cool. But
Big
this
jump.
has nothing compared to when I met these 2 gentlemen out of Harlem, New York.
Exactly.
They took it to the next level. I want to say congratulations to DJ Stew, Postmaster Russ. with the
Postmaster Russ right here.
Show.
That's my man, Postmaster Russ. See, we got a commercial playing right now. For the
Yeah, y'all can't see it, but we got a commercial playing right now.
For the main people.
Yeah, for all the main people.
That's the
For
main
all
people.
y'all can go up on
That's the
www.thematrixstudio.com, alright? And y'all can see the show. Or even go up on Ustream,
like
the Russnstew show, and y'all see it
behind the
live.
scenes stuff.
All the behind the scenes stuff, y'all get to see this.
So that's how we doing it.
These guys are taking it to the next level. I am so excited to be part of their
Can you show it on this TV?
Nope.
Y'all messed up.
That would be dope if you could show it on the TV. Yo, you can give homeboy some food.
You can go to
Ready? You give Whisper some food.
And bring that light back in here.
All right? All right. Thank you, all right.
Shout out to our sister Tommy.
He just
Tommy.
He's just light skinned. That's all. He's just light skinned.
You'll be online too. We're sharing this all over the world. Wine. Think about it. You have to explain wine. People
You have to explain wine, baby.
Wine. Great
What's good, boy?
businesses when they want to reward their customer or their client, they can give a
What happened now?
great tasty wine. This is
You about ready to create some pH here.
Yeah, you about to create some chaos, Tommy. I feel it. I feel it, Tommy.
Okay, let me calm down.
I said with
Seller. 125.
What are you doing over here?
.com.
What are you
Check
doing?
it out. I look forward to meeting you and greeting with you. And hey, you're gonna want to meet DJ Stew.
You're gonna want to meet DJ Stew and Postmaster Russ. You're gonna want to meet them. You're gonna want to meet Russell, Postmaster Russ.
New artists, young artists,
Once again.
and even seasoned artists.
So once again, we still get ready to come on because we got commercials playing. So I'm and you got it. But Tommy, I want to show people who you are. He did a stutter step. I just didn't understand this now. Like he only jumped over a wire and still almost fell.
Yeah, please,
And the wire's on the ground. Come here, I want to show you. I want people to see you. So they can know who we're talking about. Show your face to the camera. Show your face to the camera. That's it. That's it. So you look like Tommy from Power, right?
Turn around, Tommy. Show everybody right there, Tommy. That's Tommy, ladies and gentlemen. That's Tommy right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
That's Tommy right there. All right, Tommy. See it right there, Tommy.
So step over the wire.
Yeah, step
That little
over the
jump
wire.
you did, I don't know what happened with that. No? You ain't good with jumping the broom. I can see that.
Word, we got my boy Mano Z in the building.
Wow. Once again, worldwide distribution. Shout out to Proven Entertainment for snatching up the Russnstew show, stirring up the pot. We will be Well, you will definitely see us at the. I think maybe in January, maybe December, late December, January. We'll be on Amazon Prime, hopefully Hulu or even Netflix. We got a cooking show with my son Seth down there.
So I'm gonna bring you in.
All right.
Okay.
Got the call?
You got the call? Bring them in.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello.
The Matrix Radio Vision Live with DWI.
I got the call.
Let's do an introduction. Let's do an introduction. Yes.
Yes.
We are. Yes. This is the Russ and Stew Show.
Welcome to the show.
I'm your boy host, and to the left of me, I got who?
He just said some crazy. He ain't your boy host. He's your boy Russ, and to the left of him is your boy Stu, which is me. And that's who we are, the Russ and Stew Show. It already starting off wrong. He don't know his own name today, y'all. Ain't that something? What's good? Welcome to the show, everybody.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Word. Man, what we got on today's show, man?
Man,
Tell everybody today, man, we're going to have a nice banging show, man. We got the cast of 848
Coming through
the building. You understand what I'm saying?
We got my man Whispers in the building right now.
Word.
To bring him on after this first interview.
Word. Shout out to my man Whisper. We got my man Whisper already in the building.
Yes, we got I don't know who we got on the line. But
Hold up. This is who we got on the line. I already know who we got on the line, B. Word up.
Excuse me.
So introduce the man. Come on,
we got
man.
Mr. Pete Anthony Miles on the line.
That's right.
We're talking about his book, Risk Factors and Business Models. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. He definitely going to give us some knowledge and give us, talk to us about a lot of stuff.
And this is the book right here, ladies and gentlemen. All right? This is the book right here. All
So
right?
if you're trying to get some knowledge on business and learn about it, you definitely must want to tune in.
That's right. He going to teach us some names of different little breakdown, like small business loan, like SBAs and what it stands for.
He's going to teach us how to be like Donald Trump and beat the system, basically. So that's what we're going to do.
And on today's show, who else we got on today's show?
We have Miss Erwin Woods on the show. She definitely is going to be dropping 2 songs here. A lot of y'all know her for doing her thing. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
So
That's right.
She's
That's
definitely
right.
going to be on the show.
That's
and,
right. We also going to have my man, OG. Kenny Kane
in the building.
He gonna be in the building today.
From the dirty.
And we all from the dirty South.
All
From
right.
the dirty South.
Yes.
And we're gonna also have my man, he's from the dirty South too, my man Sean J. He's
J.
representing Atlanta, Louisiana, and everything like that.
Yes.
And I wanna welcome everybody from College Underground Radio.
Welcome.
I wanna welcome all of you. I wanna welcome everybody from WHPR TV. All my Detroit people.
Michigan, Chicago.
All right.
Shout out to all the Virgin Island people. WVIE 107.3 FM radio. You can see everybody out there. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody at Julie Q's. JunieQ'sConnections.net. Shout out everybody with the Arizona connection.
That's right.
Global, Vertical Global Radio. Shout out everybody over there. Shout out everybody on College Underground TV. Shout out everybody.
Word up.
But everybody.
We got a caller, and please bring it up. Let's see who this is, man. Let's see who this is. Hello.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? Who is this?
Dr. Miles. I was just waiting to get on the show.
Hey,
That's right. You on the show live with Russnstew. How you doing?
Hey, brothers, how you doing today?
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you being here and taking your time to talk to us a little bit, man.
I appreciate you having me. I just want to chop up game with you, talk about business and black entrepreneurship and all those neat things.
All right. Now, the first thing we want you to do, we want to, explain to the public that might not know you, explain to them a little about yourself, and, give them a little history on yourself right now.
Okay, I'm D. Anthony Miles. I'm a award-winning professor, award-winning statistician, award-winning researcher. Been interviewed on Forbes, been interviewed on ABC News, been interviewed on CBS News, I've been on Fox, been on different media outlets, won a lot of awards, I'm a best-selling author, have my own consulting practice, and just doing some great things, and I'm getting ready to present some of my findings on black businesses in Atlanta, Georgia next week.
Mm-hmm. Real deep. So you know your stuff, brother. We can take it back.
A little bit.
Now, what made you, what gave you the inspiration to put this book out for, to give a lot of people some knowledge and all stuff like that? What's the inspiration to that?
Well, the inspiration for me writing my book was I was just curious about why businesses fail, why some businesses are successful, and why some businesses stay around for the course. And I was always perplexed by why in the marketplace they don't talk about business risk enough. So that was the impetus for the book.
Okay. My question is, why when it comes to business, they always say it's 5 years. Everything is 5 years. Why is that?
That's kind of a misnomer, because you have to understand when you have paradigm shifts in the industry, when there's a new trend that comes out, well, when that happens, whatever was dominant in the previous era was no longer dominant. So that new thing that's coming out displaces all those other businesses. So it's not necessarily 5 years. It could be less than 5 years. And it's so harder now. I would say harder now. It's so much more harder to maintain a business with all the different things that are happening, breakthroughs in technology. So some of the things that are happening that maybe they just take 5 years, but that's average actually.
Okay.
Now let me ask you. Now, me and Russ is a minority business. Like, what's some of the benefits? Because some people say there's benefits for minority businesses. Can you tell us some?
Well, some of the benefits of being a minority business is you may, when you apply for contracts, they give you some type of point system when you apply for contracts. And the other part of it is you're able to tap into markets that say mainstream businesses don't tap into, that you may find hidden markets that are there that you understand from because you're a minority business, that the mainstream or the main businesses do not exploit. So it's always a plus to be a minority business, because you can tap into a underserved market, and a market that's not saturated, and you can get a competitive advantage that way.
Okay.
So now another thing is that applying for business loans. Like, a lot of people get it. They think as soon as they just incorporate a business, they automatically approved for a loan. Can you square us up on that right there?
Well, the thing about it is they really do people a disservice when they talk about it's so easy to get a business loan, because they have so many covenants and so many policies about getting business loans. Like, case in point, if you go to the bank and try to get a business loan, whatever, they want to see a track record of sales, normally 3 years or more, normally. And if they don't see a track record of sales to justify that loan, most likely you're not going to get it. Okay? And so they want to see a track record. That's what they want to see. And then, you ever heard that joke about what a banker is? A banker is the kind of guy that lend you money, lend his umbrella when the sun is shining. As soon as it rains, he takes it back. That's how banks are, really.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, in your book, you speak about risk factors. Now everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, you have to be somebody that's willing to take a risk. So, can you explain to us some of the risk factors?
Sure. There's basically 5 factors of risk that influence or have some type of correlation of business failure. And I'll run them to you, and then if you want me to describe them, I can. I'll just give you the 5.
All right.
First, there's personal characteristics. Then there's tangible operations. And there's intangible operations. And then there's business climate. And then there's business and, I think it's market climate. Those are basically 5 risk patterns that I've seen in the 500 plus businesses that I analyze. So those are the most common risk factors that you're going to run into.
You definitely gonna have to explain it, because in the book you did say, like, if you didn't go to school for business or you did go to school for business, you still could fail in the business because you still wouldn't understand it. And what you just now said, I didn't understand it, so you definitely have to explain it. Because you went to school for business. See, I didn't.
It's not that complicated. Sure. First, when we talk about personal characteristics, what that means is the personal traits and characteristics of an entrepreneur. What that means is your age, how much experience you have in the industry, how many certifications that you have to give you a competitive advantage in a business, gender, ethnicity, if you're educated in the industry. What I find out surprising is that education and gender and ethnicity were not high indexes in terms of risk. If you say worked in the industry for a long time and you go start a business in that industry, well, you're most likely least to have risk as opposed to somebody who has no experience in the industry. So that's what personal characteristics mean. Okay?
Yeah.
Real simple. Next one is called intangible operations. What that means is the things that affect the business outside of the business. Like, is your business name incorporated or is your business incorporated? Is the business trademark registered? Is the business take care of, is the business a legal entity? Is the business protected? So when you think of intangible operations, you think of the things that affect the business that are not in the business, okay?
Okay.
Now, intangible operations, that's the things inside of the business, like your sales, your operations, your customer service patterns or your customer indexes, how many people you come in a business, the operations of it, your employees, your labor costs, those type of things. Those are called tangible operations risk.
Yes.
And like that determines whether you keep an employee or hire an employee based on your sales and how well you do business. And then the next one is called, one of my favorites is called business climate. And business climate is the business operating in an area that has the least or the most highest weather conditions or weather risks like tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, extreme snow. And when you operate a business in those type of climates, it's very risky. That means if it's snowing outside, you guys in New York, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay,
Yes.
if it's snowing really bad, people tend to stay home, right? So
Yes.
your customers can't get to you because you got 12 feet of snow. I'm just being an example. Most likely that's going to affect your sales.
Yeah.
And if it's that type of weather, people will not patronize the business. And I can give you example after example. We had Harvey here in Houston. Okay, when it floods or those extreme weather conditions happens, that affects your sales and that affects the viability of the business. So when those type of weather conditions happen, and I live in Texas, we have tornadoes real bad. So if something comes along and tears up all people's homes or whatever, that's going to definitely affect your sales and affect your profitability. Okay. Now, last one, market climate. Market climate means market saturation. How many competitors in the marketplace? Okay.
Yes.
And if you have if you operate a commodity type of business, so what that means is a common business. Well, if your business doesn't stand out in the marketplace due to how many competitors you have in the marketplace, well, that's a high risk index. So if you're selling, I live in San Antonio, we have a lot of Mexican restaurants here. So if you decide to open up a Mexican restaurant, you're very risky because there's 200 of them here. So your business is not going to stand out. So when we talk about market climate, we mean the economics of the business competition and market saturation. So those basically are 5 areas or 5 patterns of risk.
Okay.
All right. Now you got business models. You know, you're gonna break that down for us too?
Sure. What business models mean is basically the business attuned in to meeting the marketplace with a simple business model, and business model is how you do business. Case in point, if your business model is meeting people and putting people together for romances, that's a real simple business model. But if your business model, say, on the other hand, involves you having to do an investigation on that person, do an investigation on the other person, go look up their public records, you have a more complicated business model than, say, another business, because you have a lot more intermediaries in a business that affect the profitability of the business. So the best way to describe a business model is how quickly can you get to your money, and do you have to go through a lot of intermediaries, a lot of, say, middle things to get to your money and accentuate or optimize your profitability. So if you have a simple business model or a complicated business model, it depends on how quickly you can make money and turn that money around.
Okay. All right. So the book sounds very, very interesting. You got some?
Yeah, I had something to say. Like, so you know, like how it's me and you that's in the company, and then we hire somebody else, right? But then me and you would have to do the driving around. We would do the driving around to go pick up stages and everything like that. I saw that in his book that he was saying sometimes that's not good to be doing. You have to do the labor and everything in your business, and sometimes it's not good. Can you collaborate on us about that?
Sure. When you have high labor costs or whatever, you want to try to outsource as much as you can instead of paying an employee. And I know that, you know, when the government talks about, well, the new president had to create any jobs, or the guy running for office said the last president didn't create any jobs. Well, it's very difficult to create jobs when people don't want to spend the money for labor costs. That's what's killing a lot of businesses, the high cost of labor. So just the example that you gave, if I wanted to say, do the same thing, I said, listen, why don't we outsource that to my cousin? He has a company. And I give him some business, and I can minimize my costs, and I can use it on an as-to-need basis. I don't have to pay an employee if I'm not doing business, right? But if I outsource it, I'll cut my costs down, and I can maintain my cost structure, and I can also maintain my profitability because it's like as needed, right?
Yes.
If I need to have somebody drive around, I can outsource that, but when I don't need it, I'm still not paying an employee. So that's how you will fix a situation like that. You want to outsource those type of things if you can.
That's deep. That's deep. That's good information. Now, where can they pick up your book and your stuff at?
Sure. My book is at barnesandnoble.com. My book is on amazon.com. And I do book signings, and that's pretty much, my book is pretty available on the internet. You can get my book pretty much anywhere. And my book just came out in hardcover, so I guess I made a few sales. So thank you for having me on the show. But my book has been, I'm not here to brag anything, but my book has been used in MBA programs that teach entrepreneurship.
Yes, yes. It does because
it breaks down a lot.
Yo, Stu, this is no lie, Stu. Like some of the stuff that he was saying in there, let me take these glasses off. Like ER and stuff like that. I didn't know what some of that stuff meant until I read this book.
Now, is this something that we didn't touch upon that you want everybody out there to know about your book and about business? If it's something that we didn't touch on that you want people to know, could you tell them that if we didn't reach it?
Sure. I got a great quote that I read in one of the entrepreneurs I interviewed and served my business. All businesses are guilty until proven innocent. And what that means is all businesses will fail if they don't address certain things that affect the vitality of the business. You need to be aware of market forces. Case in point, if Facebook is already out there, you try to do the same thing Facebook has done, you're not most likely going to be successful because you're already dealing with a guy who's already established himself in the marketplace. So anybody comes after him is going to have a hard time getting over that hill or getting over that wall. So all businesses are guilty until proven innocent. That's basically the mantra when businesses get started. All businesses are guilty until proven innocent.
That's good. Now, for people that want to follow you, you know what I mean, or like you got any speaking engagements or anything like that, how can people, find all that information about you?
Sure, I do a lot of my social media on LinkedIn and Twitter, and if you go put in my name and type it up, my LinkedIn page will come up. And one of the things I'm definitely glad I'm talking to you, brothers, I'm trying to do some work on gentrification and economic development in inner city communities. And one of the things is I will be using my book as a workshop to help young entrepreneurs, especially in the black community, understand the risk of business and how to avoid those risks and be successful.
Oh, wow. We would definitely need that book. I definitely want to read that. And,
absolutely. Absolutely.
So we need to have you come back here, and talk a little bit more with us about it.
Oh, absolutely. And I was telling Russ, if I talk to Russ, I'm sorry. You guys so talking
Yeah, now you probably were talking to Russ. You were talking to Russ.
Okay. What I was telling Russ in the email is that gentrification is affecting a lot of these economic areas with inner cities. And basically, I was telling Russ that gentrification is new colonialism. Okay, so the basics of gentrification is they're displacing middle class or the poor or people that are economically challenged and moving them outside of that neighborhood or where they were, and they're putting in, say, mainstream businesses or mainstream market. Like, case in point, they're doing gentrification everywhere. They're doing it in Houston,
Harlem,
in Dallas,
Harlem.
in New York. They're doing it all over the country. And it's really, I'm not going to say it's a totally bad thing, but it's not, it doesn't benefit us if we are people that grew up in that community, because it's kind of like the whole thing with slavery, split up your family and move you all around.
Wow.
So that's a real big problem.
Wow.
And you know how you deal with that is, do you own property? Are you a property owner? Do you own rental property? And if we try to come together and do collaborative economics, where we're owners, where if we see a property and we all pitch in and buy the property and we own it, so now we're creating capital and now we're creating new entrepreneurs. Because all those properties need guys to cut the grass, right? Mm-hmm. They need guys to do maintenance. So that's you know, what I was talking about outsourcing. You'd outsource that to black companies that do that, and you keep it in-house. So that money circulates over and over and over.
Yeah, all right. All right, so definitely, man, you know, definitely got me in tune, man, and we want to thank you for coming on and giving us a little knowledge about that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so on that note, you know what I'm saying, you know, we want to tell y'all, make sure y'all go out there and get this book, you know what I mean? It's by Dr. Anthony Miles, you know what I'm saying? And the book is Risk Factors and Business Models, you know what I'm saying? And make sure he told y'all where to get it. I need to know where to go get that. We're going to have it on the website. We're going to have it on everything. We're going to have it on Facebook Live. We're going to have it on everything we're doing. We get ready to come back with the guest whispers in the building.
Nah, right? We can go on with the guest whispers right now. He's ready.
He's not here yet. No.
He's Whispers not here?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's coming. Okay.
So we got another guest. So we're going to let the doctor go. And then we're going to jump into...
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Thank you, doctor.
But what we're going to do is jump in to the song Tatiana, if I tell you that I love her. Yeah, if I tell you that I love her.
And
we'll be back Whispers in the building.
Is that Whisper? Yeah. That's him right there?
Yes, we'll be back.
Do you want to go with this? Go with this?
Go with that. If I tell you that I love her. Got that one? All right.
Can we get that rubs? You got rubs?
No. All right.
You got rubs up there?
Just play something with no cursing. All right, play my man Whispers joint. Yeah, play one of his.
And coming up, we got Whispers because he's in the building.
Yeah.
We got the joint with the locks in the building. So,
all right,
what's the name of that?
It's a video or it's a song?
It's a song. Yeah.
It's a song.
Footage. All right. So
all right, give me the footage.
Russnstew show. Y'all see what we doing. He's in the building. As promised, Whispers in the building. One of the hottest cats on the street right now. We're going to bring him up in here, and we're going to get funky. All right? We just had the doctor on here telling us about how we can get money. How we got to organize our money.
That's right, B. Word up, B.
All right.
So we kind of cheap. We all kind of cheap, B. We can do all our driving ourselves.
Well, anyway, let's get into it. Bring it back, y'all. You know I got pins back messed up. Got my cane right here just in case I fall. Holding me up. Right after Whispers. For those of y'all that see me in the movie South Korea, that's my cane for real. I do walk with a cane, yes. We ask you that. I do walk with a cane. It's not just for me. I'm going to get a shrink. All right, we got a whole thing. All you got to do is bring the cup in here with you. That's it. Right there. He got it. It's over there. Over there, bro. Just bring the cups.
Never do it unless your heart's in it. These criminal acts we take part in it. My nigga know DNA.
That's the kid.
Common sense. You good if they don't see the footage. One in the head, in the neck, in the chest. Just heard me and see the bullets. Big barrel on the fourth floor. Crack spot on the fourth floor.
We got that to turn with it.
It'll get you hooked and you can get killed knocking on the wrong door.
Church Full House today, we're going to do what we do, the Russnstew show. Make sure we go to 7125.
Yo,
You can sit down whenever you're ready. You got a whole lot of tricks in your hand, though. You just got to hold the drinks in your hand because, man don't want to move the table.
You get this one with the lock. How many minutes we got? 2 minutes, Art. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Watch out for the wire, Art.
Careful.
We got 1 minute. Alright. I think the way I set it up. Alright.
Ready for basketball real quick? I got time.
You got another song to add to it?
I can't hear you. Move. Move. Get out the way. Watch out for the wire.
Don't worry about it. We good, right? Thank you. You got it. You got it. You know what I mean?
Alright, now what happened?
How many still songs you got? How many songs you got?
Where they say your losses at? I ain't from that town. Silverback gorilla, youngest nigga back from down. Clap at your block, they come back around. Started with grams. Famous as a motherfucker. My career is lit, and my Dutch is lit. About to get into some shit. You see the foreign cars pull up, then you know what's up. My niggas got their orange on, getting off the bus. 20,000 on this conversation.
The hottest kids in the joint, yo, fix that way to see him, yo. Fix it way to see him too, right here.
Getting bigger, then I started rapping, bitch.
I got orange, that's my orange said. That's orange when you do what you do. You got the soul in it. You got the soul in it. That's what it is. Yeah. Once again, we got my man Richard. Yeah, there you go. You got ready to get busy.
Just take some light that's out there, bring it in when you can see me fix the food and everything. Right? So I got move. They performing it, they like something.
I don't know, we rap, but I don't know what the nigga about to do.
Alright, videos going on, right? Got videos going? Like you got the videos y'all want to play? YouTube or something? Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know.
I got the trailers. I got a couple of trailers up, so.
Yeah, it's pretty tall. Probably bring all like the extra with them.
All right, so we good.
All right, bet. Yo, bring home away and let's start this off. Word, let's start this off. We got 848 in the building.
30 seconds.
Ready. Close the door, Ernst.
Close the door.
Hottest cats in the
Close the
game.
door.
Like, get on
Close the
stage.
door. Close the door.
Yeah. Oh, check that up, man. Oh, we good. All right.
We good.
15 seconds.
We
Here
good.
Here we go.
Let me start it off.
Matrix Radio Vision Live with the Upside and independent artist gets to shine.
Yes.
Oh.
Welcome back to the show, to the Russnstew show, and I am Russ. And
I'm Big Stu, DJ Big Stu, and we got one of the hottest cats in the game.
that's right, them tracks y'all just now heard right there with D Block and everything like that.
Fabulous.
That's who it is.
My man
That's who it is. My man Whistler's in the building, B.
Welcome to the show.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show, man.
We appreciate you being here. I know you're doing a lot of things out there. You're blowing and burning the streets right now, fam.
I'm trying, you know it.
Now, like, I want, a lot of people probably say, because I know you related to Chris Rivers, right? So a lot of people probably automatically think that they're under some of your influences, but we want to hear from you who are some of your influences to get into this game.
Good question. Shit, I'll take it back. Slick Rick. That's really one of my first ones, you know what I mean? When I first heard his album, that shit blew me from the storytelling to everything, just wordplay, his style. He embodied everything. Slick Rick, Rakim, Big Daddy King, Kumo D. Shit, if you want to take it further, shoot.
Great.
Shit, I like De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. I like everything, bro. Like, to be real, not everything, but if you want to take it to the South, I like Outkast, Goody Mob. I liked a lot of stuff that just had substance to it, so that's what I studied. So when I made my music, I made sure that I had that same platform that they were delivering music with. You know what I mean?
Now,
Okay.
you know, like, you and your cousin, y'all got a hard thing to live up to, you know what I'm saying? I know it's like, and I know people throw that at you a lot, but how do you deal with that? Like, when just because you're killing them on your own, paving your own way, but how do you deal with, like, the comparisons sometimes?
Well, I mean, as far as with me, it doesn't really affect me much, because the fact that me and Chris's family, it's not really out there like that. It is, you know what I'm saying, for who know, who don't know, but Chris deals with that issue more than anything than I do, because, that's his son. He looks just like him, he flows like him, he got the genetics, but me, I just rock. I do my own thing, you know what I'm saying? So we all related, but at the same time, Chris is his own artist as well.
Exactly.
So I think throughout the years, he's established that he's now Chris Rivers and not Pun's son. So people respect that, and they can tell the difference, and they just see greatness in him. So I think he will have to deal with that more, but even that now in his career, I don't think he, that doesn't fade him. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely, because both of y'all be spitting fire. You know what I'm saying? And so what be the inspiration? Like, what makes you go out there and kill it? Like, what makes you just jump on the track? You know, there's some joints with a lot of cats out there, the lots, families, and the average cats can't even, get on the touch. And when you get on them joints, you touching them songs. So, like, what's the inspiration and what gives you that fire to keep doing that?
Reality, still living in the hood. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing the everyday shit that, that really goes down in the mud. That's what motivates me and my sons and my family. Because I do this not only for the love, but you do it for financial control, so do it to gain. It's a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? I can offer so much more than just music, but right now this is what I'm using to get to where I need to be.
Yeah.
So, just reality, real life, and just keeping it mud. You know what I mean? Everybody in the world, put it like this, it's not always a rainy day, it's not always a sunny day. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just try to give it that real, because I know a lot of people going through a lot of shit out there. No matter where you're at.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, bro.
Now, you got something to throw, brother?
Nah, go on, B. Go on, B. Go on, B. No, I don't. I'm not going to fight. I'm chilling today.
Nah, because we definitely hyped, knowing you was coming through, And I know you got and you got the new joints, the new fire. So now, if you could work with some producers that's out there that you haven't worked with, who would you like to work with that's out there right now?
That's a good question. Of course, I got to name a few greats like everybody would. Dr. Dre, Timberland, Swizzy. Shit, I want to work with Teddy Riley, bro. You know what I'm saying?
New Jack Swing.
Yeah, the big great, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I want to work with Teddy Riley. Shit, I want to work with Babyface. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pete Rock. There's so many, bro. The list is crazy. Just Blaze, tons of people. Large Professor. You know what I'm saying? There's so many legends mixed up in my bag shit. I just shit. Anybody that got the fire, I want it. You know what I mean? Anybody with that history behind them of having that shit, Primo, all of them, you know. You gotta follow the blueprint if you want the greats. You know, you wanna make great music.
No doubt, no doubt. And you definitely, like I said, spit with a lot of cats. So where you feel the state of hip hop is at right now? Like when you hear what's on the radio, and you got a lot of cats like yourself that's killing them. But sometimes y'all don't get the fair deserved airplay on the mainstream radio. Other than, you know what I mean, like underground shows like us. How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, as far as the state of hip hop right now, the state of hip hop is real dumbed down. You know, I mean, even with the music, like with the frequency and the megahertz and shit, niggas ain't really listening to nothing. So, you feel me? It's like, you know, we got chakras. It's all an energy thing. So when you playing this type of music and it's so low, it's so drugged up, it's so demonic, in a certain sense, it's like, that's where it's at. So motherfuckers fall into that, and they start looking. They start looking at, like, I guess apart, motherfuckers shaving their eyebrows, you know, all types of weird shit. But at the end of the day, I gotta respect that too. Well, I gotta respect that too, because if you look back in the days with Grandmaster Flash and they was wearing that, a whole bunch of weird shit.
I was telling people that.
But you know, at the end of the day, I mean, they was wearing that shit. It was a style, but they still had some, you know, some manliness about them. You understand what I'm saying? These niggas now is just, it's an open game. And I don't like to shit on nobody. I just think hip hop is real youthful right now. Like real young. So it's like for children, they're easy to mislead. You feel me? And niggas is microwavable right now. Niggas be out for a year, be hot. DJ backing them up, all types of shit. But if the bag don't follow up, that nigga's gone. Yeah. Female or dude. So, you know, this game is real political, man.
Yeah, now that's now if you could change something. Politics, yeah. Now being on that same note, like say if you could change things in the game, what would you change?
If I could change things in the game. Yeah, that's a deep question, bro. I never really thought of that, man. Because I'm not one to say I would change this and change that, because I think everything fell in place for a reason. You understand? So, you know, it's a pattern. I think certain things will resurface or recircle and come back around. As far as what I want, you know, I'm cool with the party music. I'm cool with the. Actually, you know what I would change? The feminizing of the men, as far, or at least I wouldn't say black men, or any male, period. Really, black men, fuck that. In hip hop, period. You know what I mean? Like that new video with Homeboy wearing the dress and shit,
God,
with
man,
the chop in his mouth. And then,
I can't even.
You know what I'm saying? Like the shit, that shit is bizarre.
You're in the shot.
And you can tell that nigga, he don't give a fuck. Like that's the type of nigga that's real dangerous to me, because he's the type of nigga that would do anything just to get respected or to get some love. He don't even give a fuck about the substance, the image he's delivering, or anything. And he knows that if he goes that bizarre, they're gonna put his ass up there so everybody else can follow that. I think that's the blueprint. But hey, to each his own. My nigga ain't gonna knock my kid.
I seen the video, I seen the views it get, but you know, I don't know. I still don't respect that.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. If niggas wanna run with that, they run with that.
Yeah. He got obviously he got a million views. He got a fan base somewhere. Or cats is just checking it out just to be checking it out.
It's an interest. That's all. Niggas interested want to see what his next movie is. But hey, salute to that nigga. Let him do what he do.
Word. 100%. So we got one of your joints, man. We're gonna jump into one of your joints. What joint we gonna jump into right now, Big O? Big O's in the back. Tell us about one of the joints. We'll jump into whatever joint that you got off your new album that we dropped.
Well, I'm not sure which one you got loaded. I think I had my people saying Nobody or a joint called Never Break. But basically, the music that I'm.
What you got, Tommy? Every time. Tommy on the ones and twos.
But basically, the music I made for this album was just real raw reality shit, and just trying to like move people. You know, like I said, every day in a sunny day and every day in a bad day. So with this music, I try to make like more soul-touching music, not soulful music, but soul-touching music, like relatable shit. I mean, everything I say is relatable, but into a sense where even the mundane can understand. Like, damn, I'm going through that, but if I coded it this way and spit it this way, he probably wouldn't have fucked with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm playing the game and giving them what they want as well. And also, we were doing what I want.
You got some features on this joint right here?
Hell yeah, I got Luch on there. I got Styles on there. I got Chris Williams on there. I got Jim Dash on there. I got my man Chef Wood Light. I got Osmond Benjamin on there. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright,
we got Nobody.
So we're gonna get into that Nobody joint.
It's that Nobody of Whiskey Monoxide featuring Jim Dash.
This joint is fire.
Russnstew Show. Go, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
DSN, the Matrix Studios Network.
This is music we all be about.
You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga,
man. That's how we just trying to make it.
The whole cast of 848 is here?
Who's all that?
Thank y'all for having me.
Man, thank you. And thank us for letting us play your point. You know, playing it.
Now, for sure.
How can I make you happy?
Okay.
Nobody give you that dick like me. Beat the pussy up, no bedroom sheets. Go another round, then I let you breathe.
Yo.
Nobody keep your drink dip first. Spend another rack on a brand new purse. Try to lay loaded with an
You got one more song to play with him. Alright. And then we'll bring her on. Tell her to call. I'm gonna get her number right now. Yeah, tell her to call at 7:55.
Nobody but my baby.
Tell her to call.
In my mind, I'm like, oh, I got my hand on the phone, listen, leave it fast. Dance down to the tones, soon as you pose and let it fly. You show that phone, okay, baby. I'm taking you home, don't finish driving. Taking the picture to those things, show you what love and truth brings. Got you those diamonds that change colors, just so they measure your mood swings. Life is like a fairy tale, blinded by love.
You alright, Sean?
Yeah, because they in the other room.
You wake up, she gone in the morning.
I might record in the other room. But I'm gonna be in there.
It's 4247, right? 4247. Alright, cool. Tommy, get your phone, please, Tommy. Get your phone, please, Tommy.
Tell her to call back.
We got the lady Elijah calling in right now. How many minutes we got on that, yo? Alright, cool. Yeah, we got this lady calling in. She's supposed to be calling in right now.
And tell her to call. Yeah, for that pound. Because he's still with you know, I like when I hear stuff that like, you know what I'm saying? It got a good feel. You know, like, this is everything.
Like I said, when you get the album and you listen to this song is basically about, you know, every man, bro. Like you got your chick and you try your hardest, even when you fuck up to do it, you do it like this. And you know, the old head always told me you could never make a woman happy. After you want to come back in after the week?
Yeah, we can. We can come in. We can come in right after this. We got 30 seconds. Tommy. See how it is? Facebook is kind of crazy behind the scenes.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, this one didn't close the door.
You alright, man? Sure? We're here with the team, Facebook Live. See what we got in the building. Yeah, y'all. That's fire right there. Make sure y'all get it out. That's that joint Nobody.
That Whisper Knockside.
Alright?
What's good, y'all? This is Master Ace. That's right. When I'm up in the Bronx where the people are fresh, you know I'm checking out the Matrix Studios. Real hip hop over here. Let's go.
Yeah. Y'all like that, right? That was some fire.
Word. We back. That was it right there, yo.
That's going to be one of them joints on there. We're going to play another joint on there, but that joint right there is fire, man. Definitely, man.
I appreciate it.
Got the 90s feel right there, you know, my cheap sweat. You know, you can listen to the hip hop and chill with the girl.
Right. Hell yeah. There we go. There we go.
We missing that in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we kind of missing that because a lot of songs now, you know, you got to dance a certain way. You got to dance like Tommy. Like,
Right.
I can't just bounce my head, you know? I just want to bounce my head. I don't want to have to do drill dance to the joint. I'm too old to be drill dancing, you know? Cats my age drill dancing, I be like, that don't work, man.
Nigga, stupid. 100%.
No doubt. So we got the next joint, man. What's the next joint, man, before we let you go, man?
The next joint is called Never Break. This song is off the Whisper Knockside, coming November 14th, featuring my man James. Never Break is just a song about, you know, me coming up, hard times in my life. Like I said, I kept this album more real. I kept it more personal, things that I've been through and shit like that. It's just a song for everybody to never give up, never break. And whoever your team is, make sure that they support you, love you, and they ride for you. It's just as much as you ride for them. You know what I mean? And just always stay persistent. That's it, never break, bro, no matter what. No matter what.
And I got two things I want to ask you. One thing, I want you to tell people how they can follow you. I know a lot of cats, I can see Facebook going crazy. I know everybody wants to know how to keep up with you, follow you. They want to be there November 14th and find out the download, get it, how to get it. And also, man, if it ain't something that we ain't touch up that you want the people to know about Whisper, man, that we ain't touch up on, man, I want you to take time to tell the people that right now, man.
Okay, no doubt. I mean, y'all see, I be in the streets, but I gotta get my shit right, so I be lacking with the social media vibe. So I got the Instagram. This is Whispers PK3. You can catch me there. As far as the Twitter vibe, I had one, but I forgot the motherfucking password. So, and as far as my Facebook, that page is dumb old, so I gotta make a new one. You know, my manager's on my back about this shit. Salute, Scrub Morning. You dig? I'm gonna make that happen. But right now, y'all can catch me at Whispers PK3 on Instagram. And another thing I wanted to touch on October 30th at the Paper Box in Brooklyn, I got my album release party for Whisper Oxide. I want y'all to pull up. You can holler at me for tickets, hit my DM, whatever it is. You understand? It's going to be a movie, of course.
So you're saying we in the building?
Of course.
All right.
We definitely in there.
We in the building.
We're coming in with the cameras and
Word.
everything.
We in the
We get us
building,
with the
man.
cameras, we blow it up.
Word up.
I got you.
All right,
There you go.
no doubt. So make sure, you know what I mean. So make sure we're gonna have that. We're gonna play that. We're gonna promote that November 14th, man. We might even have you come back, man.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And
Bring me
hit
back,
some more,
please.
hit some more joints for us, man.
All right, cool.
All right. So introduce that next joint, man. Then you know you should hang out with us, man. Keep drinking, drink some liquors in the background. Got some food for you, player. You know what I'm saying? We in the building.
Yo, shout out to Russnstew, man. I really appreciate these brothers, man. They held me down, put me in the joint. Much love. My name is Whispers, first ever to BX. Whisper Oxide coming out November 14th. October 30th is the album release party. Be there at the Paper Box. And this is called Never Break Off the Album.
All right. Make sure y'all support that, because we definitely got a home here, Playboy.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
Once again, tell it 125. Make sure you join our club.
Yeah.
125.club. We in the building. We are here. Shout out to Ricky Johnson. JuliQ.net. We are here. Alright, so if you want to promote your brand on one of our networks on our platform, go to StirringUpThePot.live. Alright? No doubt.
There you go.
Shout out to everybody.
Word.
Shout out to my man
everybody,
DJ Willie Hayes. In February, it's the Russnstew anniversary. It's gonna be crazy. Shout out to Aisha Harrison.
And the cast of the 848, they in the building. They out there eating right now, yo. Word.
So we gonna talk about. We gonna walk in. What's the name? All right.
We got somebody? Okay, we gotta call in. Yo, close the door, because we gotta call in right now. Take the call.
Yo, alright, you calm down, bro.
They on hold?
Okay. You already walking wobbly.
Word up. Shout out to my man Tommy.
Somebody else keep walking more wobbly. You gotta watch Tommy, because Tommy be on 120.55 in the morning dancing. Somebody be like, yo, who the lights give you dancing on 120.50? Yo, bro, shut up the boy over there. We in the building. Once again, we told you we got a full house.
Full house today.
We got on the line, I think Miss Irwin Woods in the building.
Okay.
Or somebody.
We got somebody on the line. You called one of the labels?
Different number that you didn't give me.
Oh, okay. Alright. Word. Just hold on. We coming right to you.
We got a whole another hour, so we got a whole act. We got, that's how we be booked, man. Bro, overbooking, yo. Every show we be like having people outside, mad people outside. We on the phone lines, people outside. That's how Russnstew. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook Live.
Word. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Periscope. We see y'all over on Periscope. Word, we definitely see y'all with no problem. Alright, shout out to my man OZ.
We did a vitamin bag. That's what we call a vitamin bag. Alright? The joint right here is hot. It's my man Whisper. Make sure y'all get that joint November 14th. We will have, as you can see, we play exclusive. That's what me and Russell is about. You know, we don't like playing everything that you hear on Hot 97, all that. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind the people coming on our show. Don't get me wrong. But we like to play the new joint. We like to play the B-side. What they play on the B-side. What they ain't playing on your album. That's what we like. That hot joint that don't get no radio play. That's what you come to Russnstew show for. You come to hear that joint. So it's R&B, hip-hop, rock and roll. You come to hear that joint that you don't hear on the joint. Alright, that's all you do for everybody that's looking all over the world.
30 seconds. Oh!
Feeling good. Like, really good, like.
We'll take a break.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Russnstew show. We are in the building. And I want to welcome everybody from College Underground Radio. I want to welcome everybody from WHPR TV Detroit. I want to welcome everybody from FM 88. I want to welcome everybody from VIE Radio We Can See 107.3. And who do you want to welcome?
I want to thank everybody across the world that's watching Russnstew, everybody that tuned in, everybody that Vertical Global Radio, everybody at JunioCubes.net, everybody out there with the Arizona connections, everybody out there in Louisiana, everybody out there in Las Vegas. Yes, I said Las Vegas. Shout out to all my peoples out in Las Vegas. Give me a shout out on the live. I know y'all out there. All my Yanceys and Stewart families out there that be showing me love. We are in the building. Now, as you see my partner, he just got a phone call on the air.
Don't worry about that.
Anyway,
don't worry about that, baby.
We do what we do, Russnstew. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at different cameras, so some of y'all be saying why he looks in different cameras. Because that's what it is. I got like 8 cameras on me. And sometimes I don't even know what's the main camera. So just mind me, you know what I mean? And some of y'all who just hearing the voices, y'all be like, I'm just hearing y'all. I don't see y'all. That's what you don't know. There's cameras and there's radio stuff. And sometimes a lot of lights on us and everything. It's just too much. But
we got somebody on the phone. Word up. Who do we have on the phone?
Hello. Is that Miss?
What's good, you guys?
Hey, that's Miss Irwin Woods in the building.
What's up, Darren Woods?
All right, how you doing, lady? I'm sorry for having you on hold. You know, you're a superstar. We didn't mean to have you on hold that long.
It's all good.
You know, I remember you back in the days. You had that joint, like I think it was called "That's My." I can't say the word, but that's the song, right?
That's my.
That joint right there was fire, man. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here.
Where you calling us from?
I'm actually in Atlanta right now.
Whoa! Shout out to Atlanta, B. Word. Shout out to Atlanta.
Now you've been breaking a lot of. You've been making history. I ain't gonna lie. You've been doing your thing. I want you to tell people, like, first of all, I want you to tell people, like, who are some of the people who influenced you to get into the game before we even started.
Man, I've been influenced by so many different types of people. I've traveled the world, so it's kind of, I've met so many different people, but a lot of my influences for my music have been Gwen Stefani, Cyndi Lauper. I love Fergie. I think she's dope, especially her new album. If you guys have not heard it yet, go check it out. It is so dope. But just being like, I've actually been in the music for my entire life, I feel like. And right after high school, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna pursue my music career. So I went and did that, and I met my producer that I've been working with since I was 15 years old. I met him. He's actually from Atlanta. That's why I'm in Atlanta right now. And we just started working together, and it's been history ever since, man.
And you done touched it. Let them know some of the people you done touched the stage and rock with. Let them know that.
Oh, wow. I've performed with a lot of different people, but I performed with Robin. I performed with Kelly Rowland. I performed with Adam Lambert. I performed some of the pop punk groups like Hey Monday, the Cartel, the Ready Set, Blood on the Dance Floor, the Millionaires. Yeah, I mean, I performed
That's
with
an
a lot of
impressive
different
list.
people. And
You even worked with one of my favorite DJs, Steve. How was it working with him?
man, it was so cool. That dude is crazy.
Alright.
That is crazy. But I mean, his show is just like insane. It is insane, and like being able to kind of like step into that like the DJ world, and like because I started learning how to DJ about 2 years ago, and doing that has just been like such a blessing because I get to get my music out to a whole different type of crowd, and it was so cool. Like that dude is amazing.
What would you category your type of music? Like, what category would it go in? Because some of your songs can go either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like people always ask me this question, and it is probably one of the hardest questions to answer because I don't like putting myself in a box. So, because I'm influenced by all types of music. If it comes from like straight up pop to the rock side of things, to the EDM and like the dubstep, the trap, and then of course like I love R&B and like hip hop. So it's like I like to put all of it together. But if I had to answer that question, I would say it would be like pop, EDM, rock.
Okay. Now, who's out there that you would love to work with if you could have to work with anybody?
Oh, I would love to work with Diplo.
Okay.
I would love to work with Diplo. Like, one of my good friends, his name is Dylan, and he is another producer, and he has worked with Diplo several times, and he's been trying to get me in the studio with him, so hopefully sooner than later, man.
Well, what are some of the other things that you do up in the music? Because I see, it looks like you do a little dabble in fashion or something like that. You know what I mean? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know anything about that.
Fashion is a huge part of who I am as an artist. I started working with Bessie Johnson about 4 or 5 years ago, and because I'm a hustler, so like I've been doing this all on my own for a long time, and I was like, I'm gonna get this because I want this. So I went up to the Bessie Johnson store, and I was like, I need to work with you guys. So I started working locally with the Bessie Johnson stores in like the city. And then it kind of like expanded out there because I was like, I want to do more, I want to do more, I want to do more. So that led me to the corporate office, which they were like, we want you to come to New York Fashion Week. So I sat front row for the Bessie Johnson show, and while I was there, I went to several other fashion shows and was on the red carpet and was getting a lot of people ask me who I was, and because at that time I had my red mohawk, and people were just like, who is this chick? Where did she come from? And so ever since then, I've been going to New York Fashion Week and LA Fashion Week every year. And I met a lot of people that I've worked with through that, and which is Monster Products, Skittles, Converse, Iron Fist, and goes on and on. So it's a really big part of who I am as an artist. I've made myself more of a brand rather than just saying like, yeah, I'm a singer, you know. So I think that's a really big part of being an artist, is making yourself a brand and being able to do multiple things in the industry.
Right, that's what's up. But we're going to jump into one of your songs, right? And then when we come back, we're going to ask you the inspiration of that song, all right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's do it. DJ Shout.
Can we talk to her right now? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I wanna ask her something. Is there anything that you want to ask? All right, go ahead. Yeah, I want to ask her if there's anything. You got another song? You got two songs? All right, cool. All right, this way.
Everybody like this. We came to party and shut shit down. We came to party and shut shit down. All night and shut shit down. We came to party and shut shit down. All night, celebrate, enjoy all of you. While the heat and the smoke fills the room, yeah. Couple shots change the whole point of view. Hasty hookups, the perfect excuses. You ain't never met a girl like me.
Yo, it's here, the new fire on the Russnstew show. That's all we play is new fire. My man Jabri, man, you gotta give me that joint. You and Corey gotta give me that joint, fellas. Shout out to Sheila Mackey, that's family right there. Check it out. Check it out. Ow.
We got a few spots we gon' run about. Stay turned, too lit. That poppin' bottles get loose shit. You ain't come to party, you useless. No bullshit, excuses. In Chi-Town, we taking over, eat, make a move, get new lead. You ain't never met a girl like me. With a body hit to get run steady. Everybody look the truck to the beat. There's no other place you'd rather be. The woman has a right to lose a fight. Everybody like this.
Ow.
The volume goes up and the lights go down. Everybody like this. We came to party and shut shit down.
Hey.
We came to party and shut shit down.
Hey.
All night and shut shit down.
Hey.
Party and shut shit down.
Come on now.
All night, all night, all night, all night.
Hey. 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 We came to party. That's your right. That's dope right there. You like that, right? That's fire right there. I like that. That's really
It's one of my
fire.
favorite records.
Let us know what was the inspiration on that one. Even though we kind of understand, but we want to hear it from you.
Well, it's about, like, this music industry has so much going on, and, like, you have to have a party song. Like, you have to have this song that you can just rock out to. Like, I want people to be playing this in their car and just having a fun time. Like, and that's, to me, that's what it's about. That's what music is about, is having, like, fun. You know what I mean? Like, having songs that can bring you up, not bring you down. So when myself and my producer wrote this song, it was just about, you know, showing people who I am as a person, who I am as a performer. Because when you see me on the stage, I rock that shit. Like, so I've always want songs that when I get on stage, I can get the crowd moving.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, if it's something that we ain't touch up on, you know what I mean, that you want the world to know about, you know, about you, Miss Woods, let them know right now before we get into the next joint.
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, I, as an artist, am always talking about being who you are, and don't worry about what people say, what the quote-unquote trend is. Just be yourself. I create my own trends. I don't follow what's going on, and then try to do it and remake it. It's about just who I am and how I feel. And if you follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, SoundCloud, all that stuff, I'm very open and honest with my fans. And so if you ever want to ask me a question, if you want to talk to me, hit me up, because it's all me.
And being you said that's my next question, because you are one of the more successful artists out there in the game, making a lot of noise out there. What advice can you give another young lady that want to be like you, you know, if they see you do your thing? What advice can you give them?
You are your biggest fan. You are your biggest, like, no one's gonna work as hard as you are. So the one thing that I had to learn when I first started was I thought that my producer was going to, you know, that I could just sit back and just let other people do all these things for me. But that's not the case. You know, like, you have to get up and do your own shit. You have to promote yourself. You have to book your own shows. You have to get people's attention yourself. No one else is gonna do it and work as hard as you do. So as an artist, and especially as a female, and if you want to be taken seriously as a female, like, keep doing your shit. Like, keep going. Don't let one no stop you.
Yeah, that's what's up. So on the next, with that note being said, you know what I'm saying, I want to go on to the next song, and then we're gonna get you back and ask you what was the inspiration of that, and get how people can follow and keep up with you before we let you go. All right? So we're gonna play the next song.
Awesome.
And we're gonna rock like that. My man Sharp, let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
See Facebook, see what y'all get behind the scenes of.
I seen some more people from 848 just walk through the building.
Okay.
Everybody's doing what we're doing.
Okay. How many minutes we got, Sean? How many minutes we got? 3 minutes.
Yo! We're about ready to introduce you, that we can bring y'all on, alright? That's the thing, is whatever you think about it.
We will reach out to that. No, I'm gonna bring you on like
Yeah, that dog shit.
Oh, I know, we got the tequila, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was drinking something like that, so I don't want to mix.
What's up, man?
We gonna do the dog.
word, man. All y'all work, man. Word. Definitely. Okay.
Like I said, some food out there. You know what I'm saying? No finish it. You got the plate on now.
All that. Word. Yo, Facebook.
So y'all ready to show us something?
Alright. Look, y'all. The whole cast of the 848, they here, y'all. Word.
You got a lunch on
They here.
right, you know what though? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we just gotta hang up on this one call. We got one caller and y'all up next.
Alright. But we're gonna bring y'all back in.
Yo, the cast at 848, they here, B. Look, y'all. The cast at 848. I know you. You knew that was gonna happen. You knew that was gonna happen. See, coming up next, y'all. They in the building. Coming up next. Alright? I got it, Stu. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Stu, we got 30 seconds. We about to go on? Now we gotta hang out with this girl. We got one caller on. Alright. Yo, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Word, thank you.
Alright, we're gonna bring y'all back in, so we gotta get somebody live. Alright,
We on? Oh, yes, welcome back.
So, that was another one of your hot joints. Your joints be mad wild though. You got a lot of energy in your joint.
Yeah.
What we want you to do is we want you to tell everybody how they can keep up with you and how they can follow you. All right?
Yeah, all across the board, all social media. If you look up Aaron Woods, ERYN Woods, at Aaron Woods, everything, that's how you can find me. And you'll be able to find me very easy because I have crazy hair. My hair color's changed, and there's no other Aaron Woods out there, so you'll be able to find me.
All right. So we're gonna play the first joint one more time, cause I like that joint, and then we're gonna jump into our next guest, trailer 848. But Miss Woods, man, you got a home here. Make sure you send us some more stuff, cause I like that first. I like both of them. But the first joint, we about ready to throw that in rotation to set everything on fire. That's what we do over here.
That would be awesome. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you for taking your busy time out. And let us know, because we're doing fashion shows now, so we need to get you on that runway, you know?
Yeah, man. Let me know. Hit up my PR or hit me straight up. It don't matter. Like, so.
We got the same PR.
We got the same PR, which is Doms, man.
Mr. Natty.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's our PR too.
He labeled me. That's what's up.
No.
So I'm definitely going to reach out to you, all right?
Yeah, most definitely, man.
All right. So we're going to play that one more time with y'all. Then we're going to jump into the 848 joint.
And up next with the cast of 848.
Down, man. Party shut down.
Party shut down in the building.
Alright, now, let's start getting their mics. We're going to talk to everybody, right? We need mics. Alright, cool. No problem. Up next, Facebook, the whole cast of the hit series 848. They in the building, alright? They coming up next. Your man. What is it? That's Tone? They got a pretty Tone over there? Oh, this gonna be it. This gonna be it. This gonna be it. Wow. This gonna be it. Word. And that's only a single. That ain't a video that she sent us to.
Yeah, they got a big cast,
and it ain't no mic.
Right? I guess me and Russ will share, Mike. It's coming in.
They can start coming in. All right, bring them in. Let them fix the cameras. You know, make sure you got everybody on that camera. Once everybody's lined up, make sure you got them all on that camera. Your station's break, the interview,
Fix that camera.
Orange! Orange!
Hey, yo.
We got a few spots we gon' run back. That copper was getting loose shit. You ain't coming to party, you useless. No bullshit, excuses.
Can you fix this camera to get everybody? Okay, yeah, Come on in, everybody. That's it? Alright, cool, no problem. What they want?
He's playing the trailer now.
Alright, thank you. Alright. No problem. Move over a little bit, Stu. Yeah. Because he's trying to get us in that old camera.
What was that? The headphones.
Maybe we put a portrait.
Now we're on several cameras. This is Facebook. That's the Matrix Studio in U Street. That right there is Facebook and live stream. Facebook and live stream is on that one. That one over there is Twitter and Instagram. What's the shit with the Instagram? Periscope. And I'm over here working cameras. So we good. Right now we have Yeah, we come on and get the station. Alright, cool, no problem. You got everybody? Alright, cool. Stu, we don't really need us, right? No. We could use the. This right here got everybody. That right there, that right there got everybody. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Now we're gonna play that. I got both trailers.
You see me, Funk Flex, the Matrix, me in that Bronx, that BX. I mean, act like you know it, act like you want it, okay?
Yeah, we back on, B. Welcome back to the Russnstew Show. I want to welcome everybody from College Underground Radio. I want to welcome everybody from WHPR TV Detroit. I want to welcome everybody from FM 88.1. Who do you want to welcome today, man?
Everybody from WVIE 107.3 FM, Virgin Islands, and Norfolk Radio. You can see now. We told y'all who's going to be in the building. As you can see, we got the whole crew in the building. Look around. I know y'all see them faces. Y'all see them stars in the building from the hit web series 848 in the building. Now I'm gonna let them all introduce themselves and introduce who they play in the series. So let's start from the young lady.
Hello, hi everybody. I'm Egypt, First Lady.
All right.
It's your boy Tupac representing
Okay.
Yeah, you already know it's your boy Pretty Tone representing BX, you heard?
Yo, you can use this as a stand, alright? Just give it back.
This is like a gadget right here.
You already know top motherfucking banger, repping Brooklyn.
Alright.
you already know this is niggas that earned it and also from Eagle, y'all.
That's what's up, man. Welcome to the show, y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Really coming through. Y'all doing big things, man. Yo, I mean, the series is like off the wire. Everybody talking about it, man. How did y'all all come together, man?
Well, go ahead, say that. Go ahead, say that.
Well, at the end of the day, we all family. Us outside of 848, we all was cool before we started doing the show. But how the show actually came about was Inch, who's also the director. I'm the director. Inch, who's the writer.
Shout out Benny Briggs,
creator of the show. You know, he had this idea from watching a series of shows and everything like that to he wanted to do his own show because he's an author. So he wanted to transition from doing books to doing film. So he reached out to Nitty, and at the time, Nitty and I was actually doing a project ourselves, a reality show. So I put together a trailer for that. He seen the trailer, and he reached out to Nitty and was like, you know, why don't you ask Ov if he wants to be a part of the thing? So we got together, we got the castmates together, and we took it from there, and the rest is history.
Yeah, man. I see, man. Now, how does it feel like, you know, months later, years later, when you walk the streets now? Because nowadays, it's like the new thing. It's the hood actors. It's the new version of black exploitation. It's like us telling our stories that Hollywood don't really want to hear. So how it feels now when you walk the streets, how people treat you?
It's an amazing experience. We get love everywhere we go. So it's really amazing.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere. Together, individually, everywhere. People see us, they stop us, they take pictures. You know, when we film, they pop up, and all of the events that we do, they come to. I mean, I've been out of town, several states, and people have came up to me and recognizing me. So the love is great.
That's good. Now, with that being said, you ever thought about taking it to the movie aspects and hitting the film festival level? Because y'all got the following, you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely something that should be on the big screens, you know, even if it's a TV series. Did you ever think about going that way and trying to make it to that level?
Oh, yeah. The 848 movie is going to be in the making soon.
Okay, that's what's
so
up.
Look out for that. Hopefully we can get that on, you know, the big screen.
Now, I be seeing y'all be having fashion and t-shirts and all that. Let people know what's that about.
Talk about it.
Talk about that.
Well, ladies first.
We all, I make shirts, Nitty makes shirts, Inch makes shirts. So actually Nitty and Ingrid, so they got their own little.
Who's Ingrid?
Moon. Sorry, Benny's sister. Sorry, I forgot Benny's sister. So we all did one that one.
And all of y'all did your own individual shirt, or y'all all just came up with this one shirt?
No, actually, Inch started doing the 848 shirts. Then I followed, and then Nitty went and started creating some other logos as well.
Now, was 848 a book too? It was a book or something?
No, that was not a book.
It was just something that, you know, that Inch had wrote. And it's something that he actually wanted to put on screen himself. And this is his first project on screen. So this is definitely something that, you know, it's a success. As I said, his first project ever. He wrote many books that's been definitely amazing. I've read some myself before I actually met him. So, you know, it's definitely something that's coming along as well, too.
Now, you know, people approach y'all in different other films to be in different other films. Because one thing about y'all that I noticed that y'all do that a lot of other people don't do, y'all kind of network with another show. Like the other show, I see y'all kind of did a little something with them, and that was kind of dope because it like showed a little, you know, unity amongst web series and all that. Like, how did that come about?
Well, we all about, you know, web series unity. We don't try to be in competition with the other shows. We embrace the other shows. We've actually been in quite a few other web series. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we feel like if we collab together, you know, Hollywood doesn't have any choice but to take us seriously. So, you know, we've been in shows like Nightlife, Project Heat,
Love is
Hand I
Blind,
Was Dealt, Love is Blind, Brooklyn Way. You know, so all of those web series that we've collaborated with.
We also incorporated, we were the first to incorporate other web series in our web series.
Mm-hmm.
We were the first persons to reach out and be like, listen, it's nothing but web series love. We would like y'all to be in the scene. And it's been reciprocated throughout. So we was the first to start it.
Yeah, that's kind of fact. Because I seen y'all going to do something with the girls. Why didn't you do that? That probably would have been fact. Because when y'all said that, you know, just me, like, me too, like, I'm a filmmaker, made me go, oh, I want to see that.
I know a lot of people been asking that question. That was just actually a scene. That wasn't,
Oh,
we
nah.
never had something written to where we was going to do, you know, the girls thing. It was just our lines in the scene. But that would be a dope
Yeah,
project.
it was a dope idea.
Yeah,
I'm telling you from an outsider, like I looked at it, I was like, oh, they gonna be robbing niggas, you know, they gonna smoke a blunt and see that shit all day.
At the end of the day, all of this started with an idea. So a dope idea can turn into a dope situation. So
Anything is possible. You never know. We might have that woman unity thing coming up real soon. You never know.
Now, where do some of the stories come from? Like, do it come from y'all, like, true live stuff, or y'all actually sit down and
Inch wrote the whole series, so this is all his. The whole project is his thought process. So whatever he came up with, he gave us the script. We went with it.
Even from taking it from Brooklyn and bringing it to the Bronx and eat them all now, that was all
The whole
everything.
848 web series.
I mean, originally it's originally from Edenwood. You understand what I'm saying? So for the people that don't know, that's where he's originally from. So why not touch home with your base? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Never forget where you come from, and that's something that he made sure of to let people know. So when we feel like a lot of times in Edenwood, for the people that's paying attention, that realize, you know, he want people to know that's where he's from.
as far as the Brooklyn aspect, I'm from Brooklyn, so what he did for I'm always Brooklyn. For me, it was like, yo, Ty, you got any of your niggas from Brooklyn you want to put in the show? Now, I mean, you part of the show, you one of the main cast members, so I'm gonna show your team love too. So I was like, absolutely, I got brothers, I got cousins. So he was like, it's no problem, we can go to Brooklyn, shoot a scene in Brooklyn, and just give Brooklyn love, because Brooklyn definitely watches the show. So shout out to Inch for even being open to that.
Y'all had a lot of real life things. The son was messing with the boss's sister. That's a lot of. That's real. Yeah, come on, let's keep it real. That's out there.
Too much.
Hey, you know, that's like something that's real. Like, you know, you have to hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's sister. You know, he's a man, and that's some real stuff. That's why I asked y'all who put that.
I was like that Manolo shit that worked out.
For real.
Not for nothing, that's real talk though. Like, you know how that shit be. I mean,
Yeah, for
you
real.
never know what it could be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, for real. So another thing is like, now my man, he's locked up, right? So that's the new. And the third series, who's going to be the boss in season?
Who's locked up?
Did he get locked up?
But you gotta finish it. Hold on, wait, don't tell him that means he didn't see it. You gotta finish it. Because you didn't finish. You didn't finish.
I was saying that y'all, you know, you had the girls coming last when I seen you had the girls coming.
Yeah, you gotta finish. You gotta watch the whole
So
season.
what y'all on season?
We filming season 3 now.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
So what can we expect for season 3? I want you to tell us no secrets, but what, you know, for the fans out there,
what's different?
What's going to be different? Yeah.
Well, I mean, season 3, it's more in depth. I mean, season 2 we got real in depth, but in season 3 it's gonna get more. There's gonna be a lot of plot twists, a lot of surprises, a lot of guest appearances. It's just gonna be a lot of stuff. And it's gonna be 26 episodes, so it's gonna be a longer season.
It's gonna be like 2 seasons in one.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 seasons.
Now, did you make the song? Who made the song to the joint?
Well, the Medallion Drew, he plays Perico.
Shout out to
Season
Drew.
1.
So he created the song,
Right.
And you know it's a catchy song. We got adults, old people, kids singing.
Yeah,
It's like a catchy household song now. So
Do y'all have music though? Because y'all be having music to the joint. Do y'all got cast that's artists that's part of the cast?
Oh yeah, a lot of the cast are artists.
So are y'all at the label too? Or do y'all put them on?
Label may come soon.
I
deal with a lot of artists, like 20 something artists in the show. They're in the show. Their music is in the show. So
it's gonna be an 848 soundtrack.
Yes,
absolutely.
My son is one of the artists. Shout out to Larry G.
Now I meant to ask you that. It was one episode. That's your real son.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. You definitely have some fire.
Yeah, the talent is definitely in the family.
All right, that's dope, man. I appreciate that y'all being here, man. So, but me and Russ still need to know something about season 3.
What's that?
You know, we got the hood. You know, we the hood be fucking with us. So they were like, and everybody said, yo, ask them this, ask them that. I'm gonna ask y'all, man, what's the realest thing on that show that's like for real? That, you know, what's the realest episode that y'all can say that It's real.
I feel like everything that we touch
need one
bases
specific
with
one.
is real. Everything that we have in the show, everybody can relate to. It's real life. It happens, and people like as far as like the cancer aspect, the messing with the boss aspect, the getting raped aspect, the abuse, the domestic violence aspect. Everything that we touch, it really hits home for people.
Like, but we also show you is like, we don't show you just the glorification of being a drug dealer. We also see the pitfalls and the negativity. And the things that can happen.
Absolutely.
Like you could, like for example, you could be the newest nigga in the game, and you get your head blown off. It's that anything can happen at any given moment. This is not a game you playing. So we show you the glorification, the team. We all get money. We looking fresh. We doing this, but then you also see people get buried. I mean, we haven't dug a grave yet, realistically, but I'm hoping to do that. I got boots and I got gloves.
You know what? I feel like everything that we portray in the show, I mean, it's not our real life, but we all can relate to it. Like, we have situations that happen, like, as far as the race aspect, that's in my that happened in my life. As far as the 848 penal code, my brother got sentenced to 20 years for federal kingpin charge. So, as far as cancer, Pretty had somebody who passed away from cancer. So we can all relate to everything that we're doing.
Absolutely. When that cancer scene came on, a lot of people was able to relate to that. You understand? I done lost, my aunt, my uncle behind that same thing with cancer. So it was like, we don't know cancer. Shout out to Pretty, because he definitely did a hell of a job.
Shout out to Pretty's daughter. Yes. That's his daughter. Who was in the scene.
Did you see that scene?
Bree definitely did that thing.
Now, what about the lady that you was dating?
Which one?
The one mom's kid that went the opposition mom.
I wasn't dating her mom. We had drinks and stuff.
I mean, you was in the crib.
I was watching it like, he's laying down.
You know, trying to put that pain in.
Shout out to everybody that played a cameo, that played an important person, everybody that just showed us love, showed up to your auditions. Everybody come through. Even if you don't fit in a role you think you can fit in, we'll find something for you, and you could probably be amazing at that. We've spawned other people doing web projects. I mean, we got people that was in our web series that started doing their own web projects based on being involved with us. You know what I mean? And we showed them love because they showed us love. So it's nothing but support. We not hating on nobody. We like everybody can do this. Everybody can do show their talents, and that's what we all about.
What's up, man? Well, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all like this. One of the most exciting guests. I'm spilling my drink constantly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all one of the most exciting guests we have. A lot of people been wanting y'all on the show, man. But I mean, I want y'all to tell everybody how they can follow each and every one of y'all, keep up with y'all, and when the next season is coming down, when they can find all that stuff out.
Okay, so the next season is gonna drop June 6, 2018. You can touch bases with all of us on the Facebook 848 web series page where we all are active. We also have 848 web series Instagram, my personal Instagram, and we have 848 web series Twitter page as well. My Instagram is @HeavenSentMe.
My Instagram is @ShonWorld30.
I got a bunch of Instagram.
Oh wait, I forgot. You know what? Matter of fact, one more thing. I also have a Egypt 848 First Lady fan page on Facebook because I was at the max and I have like 1,000 requests on my personal page, so I created a fan page so everybody can follow me. Egypt First Lady 848 web series page on Facebook. So all of y'all guys who are waiting in my friend request box, I cannot get y'all on my personal page.
It's all guys.
That's what I'm about to say.
No,
she said all the guys.
It's not. It's girls too.
But he said the guys.
I meant guys in general.
Okay.
So you
Not
just
literally.
all y'all.
Everybody, male and female, who are waiting, please go follow my Egypt First Lady Facebook page because I can't accept anybody else on my personal page.
That's when you know you're blowing up, when you can't accept nobody
No,
else.
actually, I was at 5,000 before 848.
Damn!
I thought I was.
So what you got like now? 8, 9?
848. I mean, I have extra people after now, but I already had that.
All right, that's what's I ain't even nowhere near that. I'm getting
I can't follow Miss Diva. But you can catch me at PrettyTone848 on Instagram. You can also catch me at Food by Chef Aubrey because I am a chef as well. I currently chef at OZ Tavern in the Bronx. So
that's what's up.
I'm there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check me out. And
you gotta come on our other show. You know we got the TV show. I'll tell you about Stirring Up the Pot. We just bring the hip hop. Everybody we gotta talk about that.
I'm probably gonna pull up to that show.
That's what we take that back to Harlem. I usually pull up when he do his food shows. We sip on the wine. We got the wine club. You know, we sip on the wine. We eat the gourmet field.
Let me know what it is that you guys like, and I'll shut up.
Oh man, we got you.
All right.
Y'all hear that? Next episode is Stirring Up the Pot. Gonna have my man Pretty Tone chefing it up.
When he do the food projects, I usually pull up.
Okay.
That's what's up, man.
Okay.
Now we gotta get to the
my shit. Top Benga, TYEBANGA, not ER. It's Benga, not Banger. 848. So TYEBANGA 848 at on Instagram.
And Bingo was his name.
You really want to go there, bro? You really want to go there, bro?
Yeah, of course, you already know. Privilege __ Nitty for Instagram and just Privilege Nitty for Facebook, yeah.
So you gotta get that Instagram just in case you want to kill somebody. Them two cats murdering everybody in the joint. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
we
need that work.
We the I want to call us the Headshot Kings.
Yeah, the Headshot.
Yeah, you know.
But Tone put in the work. My man right here be putting in work too. Actually, everybody right here put in work.
Hold on. Tone put in work from far.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that's even more gangster, it has to be 2-5 because when you get up and close and choke the nigga from shots real.
Makes you don't want to
wrestle a couple of dudes in there. I see that little wrestle down.
Shout out to my little brother. You know he's the actual the person that actually choked with the USB.
And you know that's real because a lot of cats just shoot. You the first cat that wrestled the cat down. Show the hand skills.
Man, listen, I done got choked up in this show and all that. I got have my feet dangling and all that. You know?
Hold on. We can't forget Egypt because you know what I mean. You can't call her bitch without.
Oh yeah, you can't buy it.
She can't somebody on her own couch.
Yeah. But yo, shout out.
She was highly upset.
You can catch my son Ray G's on it's on YouTube and on SoundCloud. Ray G's.
Word up.
If there's something that we left out that y'all want people to know is what?
Just to look forward to something that you've never seen before.
Well, I do want to say for season 3, I think they're going to see a little bit different from all of our characters. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to see something different from Diddy, you're going to see something different from Biggie, you're going to see something different from Tone. You know what I mean? You're going to see something different from 2-5, and motherfucking Egypt and all that. Even
and Benny Briggs and
Benny Briggs. You know what I mean? And you know, we're gonna see something different from Moon as well. And shout out to Moon as well, yeah.
Facts.
I got a little secret to say. Me and Stu is on the urge of breaking a record.
Okay.
We the only ones that did all of y'all from these web series. Word up. We had Job, Project Heat, The Clones. Who else we gotta get in here? The Two Twins. We just gonna get everybody from the web series. I want to tell y'all, yo, thank you so much, man. Thank y'all so much, man.
We do films too, like I was telling you, man. We did East Side Story with Dreams. You know, we did the joint about East Side Story. We didn't put it on YouTube. Actually, we just after I hooked up with you that time, took the picture with you. I just released it to YouTube just then. You know what I'm saying? Thought about, but you know, we definitely want to do some things too, man. The Harlem Crew got my man Mo Money. We do, you know, he got a few things he did with a lot. I don't know if you ever heard of Mo Money, but he did little films. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to kind of connect with y'all too, man. I'm going to send you the link so you can check out.
And we definitely actors, so if you ever need one of us in something you're doing,
we got some joints.
Just reach out because we definitely talented.
And on the technical side, you know, I am the director, the editor, the cameraman, the sound man, all that stuff. So if you guys need any assistance with that, feel free.
That's why I'm building with you. That's why I said it on camera so I can hold y'all to it. So I can say, see, I said that.
I said.
And speaking upon what he just said, though, shout out to Holmes as well.
Yeah.
Moon is actually from Harlem. You know what I mean? So,
Stack Town.
well, technically she's
Stack
from
Town.
DR, but she reps.
I told you in the early season, I had my man Roger in there. I grew up with Roger. That's my bro. I grew up, man. Me and Roger go back. I mean, we go back little boys, man. Little boys.
He only made it to one.
Yeah, y'all shot the Harlem cat out quick, man. I done seen that.
But Roger's
You know?
also in the movie that we're working on right now, Flowers Bed, which is a book that Inch published. So he's actually in that also. So shout out to Roger.
Shout out to Roger, shout out to Rodney, shout out to all of them, you know, shout out to all of them, all the whole brothers, because Roger got a bunch of brothers. Shout out to all of them, you know, my people. But once again, man, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. For real. All right, so we're going to get into that second trailer of the second season. Right, Rashad? We big with that?
Yeah.
We good. So once again, 848 in the building. Y'all support everything they do. We support everything they do. They got a home here on the Russnstew show. And we definitely going to have my man Pretty Tone on Stirring Up the Pot. Y'all know that's going to be on Netflix and Hulu and all that. So we definitely going to be doing it real big on there, all right? Peace out, man. Let's get into that. Rashad. Thank y'all. Can we get a picture?
Absolutely. Like,
yeah.
Money and murder.
Man. Hey, yo.
Shout out to motherfucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Real 50 cent ice cups, man. You ain't even gotta go to the bodega no more. You can go to Dunkin' Donuts and get you a clean 50 cent ice cup.
Nah, we gonna take that there.
Oh,
you want to do behind it? Yeah.
You got one of them from Miami on the phone?
Yeah.
We got two more. Yeah. Yo, who we got on the line?
Sean.
Sean J, right? From Miami? All right. Yo, Orange, can you please help me take the pictures? All right.
Oh shit. Do they want to make slow? You know what's slow?
Got 1 minute.
All right. Thank you all. Took like 6 of them.
Yo, I was about to start rolling, and I heard myself say, how the fuck you know which one is the slowest?
Yeah, just sex it. All right.
Remember that shit?
Thank y'all again.
Yo, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Pass the tone, second, all right?
Yo, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, bro. You already.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
When we come to that,
Oh, no. He gonna tell me. I'm a part of it.
I got 848, B. Yo, thank you, man. Word.
Thank you for having us. Yo, we're going to take a picture right here, right?
Good.
He gonna wait
See Facebook? We got it, y'all. We got it. 848, B. There you go. Alright? Yo, man, thank you.
My son cooks words, man. He's going to make stuff, but sometimes we like to do segments on the show. Come cook us around.
Go to my Instagram. Look at my
Alright.
Instagram. You see all my food and stuff.
What's what you on Facebook?
Oh, my name.
You got him? Let's see both of them. Okay.
And I sent you his pictures, right?
All right.
We got 2 mixtapes out.
All right, man. I want to write that down. Right now.
You ain't gonna remember. You're trying to get me on the regular page and you gonna get me.
Oh, yeah, tell me about the new page.
He's not the 305. I think that's
I'm about to get it. Y'all get a pen, yo?
All right.
Bring you guys
All right. Bring us back.
All right.
Come on, bring us back. We good. Bring us back.
You ain't got an Android charger over there, right?
It's in the bag. I brought it with us. Whatever
Matrix Radio Vision Live, where the young side and the independent artist gets to shine.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. See? We back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Russnstew show. And that was the whole cast of the 848. You understand what I'm saying? That was the whole cast. And I want to tell them thank you for coming through.
Now, we got somebody on the line real quick. Grab your man on the line.
Word up. We got somebody on the line, man. Who we got on the line, man?
We got Dave Mann. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Who is this again?
Dave Mann. What's going on?
Oh,
What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Welcome to the Russnstew show, man.
Man, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Word up. Thank you, man.
Let everybody know where you calling from, homie.
Oh, yeah, well, we're in Atlanta right now, man.
Oh,
right, there you go, big. Making noise, though. So let them know how long you've been doing your thing, and man, some of the people who influenced you, bro.
Well, I dropped my first single, New York, around October, so that's about like a year some change. So I like going hard with this music, you know, and influence-wise, you know, the Pac, the Biggies, but you know, my generation, you know, I was like in fast, you know, like Dave Beaches, you know, the Young Minds, you know, 50s, you know, the lyrics, the dudes who be spit, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
So now, since you've been doing your thing for a little minute, man. So what you got going on now? Because we know you got the new songs out right now, but is it an album too?
Well, we're working on the mixtape, little EP coming soon. You know, I got the Park Trump mixtape that's been out, man. The Living Better single, you know, that's what we got going on right now.
Okay.
No doubt. Now, who else? You got some features on that joint with you?
Oh, which one are you talking about?
On the new project you got any new features on there with you? That you working on?
Yeah. We got producers up there.
All right. Name some of the producers. Let everybody know who y'all got producing on that joint.
Shout out to Quantity Beats, man. We got Quantity Beats up there.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So, now, we always ask cats this, man. What you feel about the state of hip-hop right now? And if you could change something, bro, what would you change?
I mean, the state of hip-hop to me, you know, it seems like everybody coming out, you know, they sounding the same. Everybody want to ride the same wave, and that's what they really try to do differently. You know, come up with our own style, our own swag, and try to bring it back. Not take it apart to real hip hop, but still try to keep it modern day, so you know people can rock to.
No doubt.
We just trying to, you know, like how our music spreads and says and the reverse of racism and how everything going on, like with the Fuck Trump, you know, that's how we came out.
Yeah.
So that's how we gonna keep it moving, keep it conscious. So we just trying, we trying to make niggas realize like what hip hop really is, not all this, you know, what it is now. Niggas rapping now, what they doing now.
Now your first song was New York, New York. Now but you in Atlanta. Was you ever from New York, or was that just a reason why you did that song? Was that a metaphor?
Yeah, New York, you know, it was trying to put a message behind it, and you know, we only in Atlanta right now. It's just where music connected and everything. Mm-hmm. But you know, we originally from North Carolina. That's where we from. So, and in New York, yeah, with that, you know, yeah, we not from New York, so but that was just like trying to get that big message, trying to let you know like what we trying to bring back, like where hip hop started from, you know.
Yeah, that's good. Respect that. I mean, I respect that, and we all in New York respect that. You know what I mean? But Atlanta's where it's popping at now. Cats in New York is jumping on the bus going to Atlanta to get a deal right now, bro. To keep it real with you, but
yeah, that's why we made New York, New York.
Now, like if there's some cats out there that y'all could work with, who could y'all work with, man?
Out in Atlanta?
Yeah.
I mean,
work with just period in the hip hop game.
Oh, out period.
Producers, you know, just cats that's out there.
You know, I'm gonna do a track with like Cole, Kendrick, anybody that has the same, you know, substance that has, you know, that's coming with some meaning, not, you know, rappers like that. Not just it ain't just gonna be anybody just because of the name or what you think you can get off just doing a picture with somebody. You gotta have a reason and a purpose behind it.
No doubt. I respect that. So, man, what song we dropping here today, man, and what's the inspiration behind it?
The Living Better Now, and that's how we single. Got me, got my cousin B up there, featuring D8. Living Better Now is pretty much about, if you've seen the video, okay, it's more about freedom than having the material stuff, so that's why we put the reverse racism role with the Trayvon Martin and the Fidel Castro and all that. We wanted to show people like, okay, it's good to have the material stuff, but if you ain't free, you know what I'm saying, like, as a black man, like, then what do you really have? still niggas, just like JD said. You feel me?
No doubt, no doubt. The family, man. How can they keep up with you, man? And if it's anything we ain't, cause they wrestling us off. It's almost 9 o'clock. How can if it ain't anything that we ain't touch up on, man? I want you to tell the world real quick. Tell people how they can follow with you, and then I want you to introduce your song, man.
Alright, I got you. You can follow me official account, official J Mazza, on Instagram, and then I got my separate account. I'm a walking business. I'm gonna say it again. I'm a walking business. I'm a walking business in an official J Mazza account. Then you can follow me on Twitter at the Real J Mazza.
Real J Mazza?
Yeah, and then on Facebook you can follow me at J Mazza too.
All right. So we got that song by J Mazza, right?
Say that one more time.
Now I'm talking to my engineer. Right? See, we got that song by J Mazza. All right. So man, once again, bro. I mean, you got to us late in the show. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to, as you can see, I'm trying to keep you on, but the people is kicking me out of the building, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? But I want to give you a shout out and let you know you got a home here on the Russnstew show, man. And keep sending us them joints, man. And when you finally got your product finally finished, make sure you send us all the joints so we can come back and do this right, man.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all having me on the show, man. Yeah.
No doubt, you got a home here, man. But we're going to get into that joint. It's definitely fire. I checked it out myself. Let's get into that. And on that note, we want to say good night to everybody, man. And thank my man, J Mazza, for being in the store, baby. We in the building, B.
Word, we just want to tell everybody, God bless, good night.
And thanks everyone who came through.
Play that shit twice, bitch. Alright, you got somebody coming in the studio? Okay. I want to say good night to everybody. Good night, get my cane. Yo! Everybody that got to get my cane. Yo! I'm up out of here. But good night to everyone. Yo!
I'm about ready to go get my cane and limp up out of here. But I want to thank to everyone. Thanks to my sister out there. I see my sister on the line. Thanks to everybody who checks out the Russnstew show. We love y'all. Thanks to 848. Thanks to my man, the Real J Mazza. Thanks to Erwin Woods. Thanks to Whispers. We had a great show like we always do. You know what we do. Once ago, again, go to Cellar 125 Club, Jelly125Wine.club, and you can join in and be a member of Cellar 125. If you want to get your music promoted and you want to be part of our thing, get your music, your brand, everything promoted, go to stirringupthepot.live. Alright? If you want to join our club, Cellar125Wine.club. Once again, I thank everyone for checking out Russnstew and supporting Russnstew. And be on the lookout in January for our new show that will be on Netflix, Hulu, and all those other networks. Stirring Up the Pot is our cooking show featuring my son, Chef Darnell, cooking up the greatest joints. So we in the building, and we being distributed by Proven Entertainment. Alright, shout out to Dom Natty Celebs. That's how, if you want to get in contact with Russnstew, contact Dominic Natty at Natty Celebs. Alright, or even contact Dean Jackson at Jackson Promotions. We are in the building. Now I'm gonna go out there and eat some chicken, some more rice, go out there and party with everybody on the rooftop, so that's what we do. Alright, well once again, if you want to get a bottle of what we had today, the bottle that we had today was Neo della Vola, and that was Italian wine coming straight from Italy. Cellar 125, we bring the wine straight to your doorstep. Remember, if you want to become a member of our club, Cellar125Wine.club. Alright? Shout out to my man Real Saddam, Real Sinatra. We in the building. Remember that? Good night, everyone. We out.
Hold on. Yo, like what my man Stu said, B, I want to tell all y'all, thank you for y'all support. Thanks for showing love with the wine club. It's building. I mean, it's crazy building. And yo, peace and good night. Alright? We out. Alright? Thank you. See how you finish this?
I know, I'll get ready to try to. That shit is French.